Hi friends, welcome to Aisha's DIY. Today we will learn how to make this wonderful earrings. Very pretty macrame earrings. It's very simple, not so complicated. Trust me when I say so. It's not so complicated. And also for to make this earring, and it's not my design. I just watched a pattern, so it was very pretty. So I wanted to do it. I did slight little bit of variation, but I did it. So this ring, you need this ring or any round form that you have available. You can also have it like a hoop earring. You can do that on your hoops, but this is what I came up with. I had this ring in my stash. This is an oval textured ring, and I think it's from Nun Design, but I'm not so sure. Don't hold me on that. And I made my own ear wire because this one, if you can see, it is a little bit thick, so the normal ear wire won't fit it, and even if it fits it, it will not have a free movement like this. So I wanted that free movement, so I just made my own ear wire with a little bit bigger hole. And I also used this crystal bead as a focal in the end, and this one is from bead box bargain bead box subscription box. I think a couple of months before, I'm not so sure. And then what you need is some cord. So I'm using this waxed cord. I believe that these are waxed polyester cord, and I have it in 3 colors. So the lighter color, dark, really dark. So that's how this pattern comes, and it's really cool how the way it turns out to be. So we need all of these cords, and you can also use Chinese knotting cord, wax polyester, a linen if you want to. The only thing I would say if you are using linen is, I don't know if you can melt it. I didn't use linen much. So Chinese knotting cord would be a better option, or you're up for waxed polyester, and of course a lighter and a scissors. So first of all, we will cut a ruler to measure your cords. First of all, we will cut the cord. So the lighter cord, I need 6 strands of the lighter cord. 12 to 15 inches is what we need. I'm just going for 12 inch. That's more than enough for me. So you can have 12 to 15 inches. That all depends upon how you like to make the macrame doubles half inch knots. If you're not a great person, if it is difficult for you and you're doing the first time, I would suggest 15 inch is a good one. But if you're used to, I think you can still make with just 12 inch. So I just don't want to waste any more cord, so I'm going with the 12 inch. So you can always go up till 15 inch. So once we are done with the project, you will understand exactly if you need that much or not. So stay tuned until the end. So we need to cut 6 lengths of about 12 to 15 inches of the lighter color cord. So you can also use the same color if you want to, but I really like this color combination. It gives out a pattern to the earrings, which is really pretty in my opinion. So I like this concept. So there is 4 cords, so we need 5 and 6 of the lighter cords, and also the number of lighter color cords, the number of darker color cords is totally up to you. You can alternate as well. In order to get the same effect as the one that I did already, you need 6 cords of the lighter color, and then 2 cords of the medium dark and 2 cords of the darker color. So here we go. Once you cut your cord, now we will start doing it here. So the thing is, I'm gonna add all of these lighter color chords first. Not all of them, 3 of them. So I take, this is a larkset knot. If you're not aware of the larkset knot or the double half hitch knot, go and watch my video on macrame square knots, basic knots, macrame basic knots, and then you will get an idea. So you take the cord, make it into half, take it underneath the ring and put these 2 cords through and pull it through. So now you have a larkset knot. So I like to do it from the back. You will understand that in just a moment why. So put the loop inside, take the 2 cords and put it through. See, that's the difference. This is the larkset knot in the front, this is the larkset knot in the back. So if you put it through and through this, make sure these 2 strands are even and then pull it through. This is what you get. Rather, if you put it like this and pull that through, then you get the larkset knot in the front. Okay, whichever way you want to. I'll show you guys the front itself. So take these 2 cords and put this through the loop right here. Make sure the cords don't go on top of each other and they stay right next to each other. Right, 3 cords of the lighter color. Then we shall move on to the darker color. The medium dark it is. So put that through this and take the 2 cords and move it to the side. Okay, then the darker color. You will need a macrame board or some kind of a foam board with some pins to do this project. So first let's attach all the cords. Just make sure that your cords don't overlap, which is a high probability that it will get. If it does, untangle it and separate it. Take the next cord, then take the loop, there we go. The next one we are going to add is our lighter color, lightly dark color, not lighter color, lightly dark color. Okay, make sure the ends are in the same height and these knots don't overlap each other. It gets kind of loose, but you just keep on making it stiff. So now I will add the lighter color. All 3. And finally the last one. Now I am ready to take this to my macrame board. I'll see you guys. Now I have set this on my macrame board, and we will start our half hitch knots. So now the last cord on the row, take that, the rightmost cord, and keep it towards the center diagonally, right? Take the next one, go on top of this, underneath, and pull through. That's a half hitch knot. You are doing double half hitch, so 2 knots. That's one. Take the next cord and then do a double half hitch as well. Take the next one, do a double half hitch. While I am doing this, I am holding the cord diagonally. I am not holding it any other ways, so that it comes like this. See our sample right here, it comes diagonally, so that's what we want. So that's why I'm doing this way. I'm not holding it this way or this way, so I'm holding it diagonally. So make sure you do that. And then with each cord I am doing the double half hitch. Then comes the little bit darker color. And then comes the darker color. So when you are doing this, make sure you take the right cord. You don't intertwine the cords and take the one which is farther away. It will mess up our design. The last one for the right cord. So this is the right. So we have finished all of this. Now we will do the left, and then we'll come back to the right again. So the leftmost cord, then take that as a holding cord, and the next cord as the knotting cord, and do our double half hitch. And this also I'm, as you can see, I'm holding it diagonally, and making sure I take the right cord. This gets loose a little bit. I'm sure with Chinese knotting also it does it, but whenever you are working with it, you can get around it by fixing it then and there. Then the next one, then this cord also I tighten it up and see which one comes where. Yups. See this, when I'm doing the second double half hitch, I will zoom in a little bit more for you guys. When I do the second double half hitch, the first one kind of tends to be loose. So what I do here is I just pull that first one off and hold it with my finger, and then do the second one, just like that. And also I create a tension like this and then pull that tight. If these are bothering you, you can just leave it up there as well if you want. Once you're done, then take these two chords, intersect right over left, and then do the knots with the left chord, and we finished one. So now it's straightforward actually, if you guys can see here. So first I did the knots and then I will leave one chord up in each line just like that, and then do the knots the similar way, but I just left one chord up. That creates this pattern of coming down, right? And also the holding chord comes in the middle, so the lighter chord comes in the middle and the darker chords goes on the side. So with each chord we need to do 2 knots. Making sure I take the right chord right next to it. Here we go. This is the last chord, so I'm going to do that. This is on the right. Now I leave all of these things here. Now I concentrate on the left. So the leftmost chord goes to the center, the next chord goes on top, over, under, and pull through. The next chord on the line adjacent to the previous one. It's really fun making this knot. Instead of using 2 colors, you can also use 3 colors. You can also use 2 colors. However you have supplies you have available, you can modify this according to your needs. Depending upon that, the output will be slightly different, but nevertheless so beautiful. So the next one, so this is the center one, this is the center one. This is still the leftmost card, and these are the ones. So I just take it underneath and do a knot, thereby forming the V. Now in the last, we took one cord up. This time we take the next one up as well. So we will not use this cord. And then start doing the double half hitch knots with these cords. I find it so nice with the waxed cord than the Chinese knotting cord for this purposes. I don't know, the double half hitch knots, I prefer this. I'm sure there is some other cord which is even better too. But I really like these ones. There we go. So I finished the right side. Then you can take this up here. This is the left. So if you want, you can take this and hold it right here, so it's stable for you. So you can stop at this point also, but I would like to not waste any cord. Not any, I would say. Use it as much as I can. And the design is beautiful as well. Now this one, crisscross like this, and then go on top. There we go. Now we take 3 cords up and then start with the little bit darker color. So love this on the other side, and we'll continue with the left. Then keep this underneath, and then do your final joint. Now in mine I have done with these cord as well, so I'm gonna do a couple more rows and come back. Hi friends, I'm almost done. I'm at the last crisscrossing thing and doing the last knot, which is in the center. If you do 15 inches, you might probably do one more round, but I'm done. So this is how much I did for this earring. So I'm doing the same for here too. Okay, and then I'm going to take off all my pins right here. Okay, and I like to cut this in the back of the earring rather than in the front. Just leaving a little bit of tail for us to melt. I'm cutting everything. Oops, I forgot, and I cut this. Okay, I still have this. You should not cut the two cords in the middle, which I forgot. Don't ever make the mistake that I made, but that's okay. I can still put the speed in this one cord before I lose that as well, right? So here I put two cords in here, and now what I do is I do an overhand knot. When you do the knot, make sure it lands right next to your bead, just by putting one of this thing in there. Here the knot is bigger, here the knot is smaller. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make one more knot and try to make that knot on top of the existing knot. Once we are happy with the knot, cut that thing off, then go ahead and so these are the ones which is remaining. Some cord are long, but most of them are short. Now is the time for the lighter. First we will do this, and then too patiently. Because we don't want any of our knots coming off. So see, you can see this at the end. There we go. Now that we have done everything, all you need to do is attach your ear wire. Take your tweezer nose pliers, in my case, open up the loop. There we go. And then adjust the loop in the ear wire. How cute is that earring? I really like the way it turned out to be. I hope you guys like it too. If you do, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. That will really help the algorithm, YouTube algorithm, to get me more subscribers as well. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day and bye.